So, Mike, after last week's amazing cold opener with the Delores, you got anything for us today?
Nope.
Cool. Sarah, how about you?
No, sir.
Great. I don't have anything either. So it's the Watchers on the Couch. Well, howdy, and welcome back to Watchers on the Couch Westworld Edition. Today we're discussing Episode 5 of Season 3, Genry. I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
What if I did the entire show in that voice?
Could you?
Probably not. Actually, I probably could.
I'm Mike Daffron.
I probably could do it in that entire voice, but I'd be talking like it the rest of the day.
I think you might get tired of it, or it might start hurting your throat.
Or you might stab me.
Or that, who knows?
All that social distancing anxiety. One more reason to stick a knife in me.
You're done. Stick a fork in
Stick
you.
a fork in me. You gonna fork me?
Yeah, I might. If you play your cards right.
Woohoo! Anyway. Oh yeah, Mike's still here. So because I always forget to plug it, don't forget to go to watchersonthecouch.com, blah, 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 Discord, Facebook group, leave us a voicemail, all that shit. Anyway, genre. An episode full of Sirac-backs. And Mike's favorite thing, music for an entire episode.
Mm-hmm. I asked him halfway through the episode, I wonder how Mike's dealing with this right now. So how'd you do? What'd you think?
Okay, so it's been that way this whole season. But it hasn't been as noticeable. Like we've talked about it before in other episodes, about how I can't watch Picard because that makes the mix itself is just really bad, but it doesn't. Anyway,
Fuck you,
hasn't
Picard.
Really gotten to me. Yeah, hasn't really got to me that much really until this episode. I've noticed it in other episodes and I'm kind of like, all right, I'll just kind of go with it.
It's actually been.
Because it's every fucking minute of this episode, this whole season it's like that.
Yeah, so. That's the thing that I was talking about that's been driving me crazy with pulling clips, because there's always this drone of music that's underneath all that, like kind of like EDM kind of stuff, and it drives me nuts. Like the Caleb stuff doesn't bother me because at least that's like music and it's not like a computer trying to make music.
Right.
But
it's complicated.
It is complicated.
It takes, in my opinion, I think it takes away so much from the show itself. If you got music the whole fucking time, I don't know. Like, God forbid the fucking actors get to do their job and create their own drama through their acting. Nope. If I was an actor, I'd kind of be pissed about that they put this music under every episode, like every fucking scene.
I think you're talking about a play, Mike.
Oh, you're right, I guess. And even plays don't have music the whole time.
Plays don't have music usually much at all.
Yeah. You're thinking of musicals.
Oh, okay. Musicals can be plays, right?
There's too much music in opera.
But not every play is a musical.
Absolutely, yeah. Not every play is a musical, but all musicals are essentially plays in a way because you're telling a story.
Yeah. Just like basically every vehicle is a car, but not every car is a truck.
Yeah, sure.
Every truck is a car, but not every car is a truck.
We lost you. We lost you there for a second.
It's all right. He's back.
You're back.
Well, kind of.
Kind of. I hope so.
We're back.
Oh, this is going to be a rough episode.
I got...
All right.
Yeah.
Now it seems like we're back. What is going on? Everybody's on the internet because they're at home. So we get our Sirac origin story. Apparently it was not his brother that was laying in front of him. His brother's alive and well.
Yes. Yeah.
The cow is not.
And they came across that cow while traveling, not that it died right in front of them when that explosion happened. Right. Yeah. Makes sense now.
It died suddenly when they saw people for the first time. I'm Cowda here.
It did seem weird that the cow's dead, but the people aren't. Like,
Right.
I would almost think that the cow would last longer than people would,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Cows are
especially
hardier.
children. So.
They're out in the elements all year long, like children are very soft and, they're very fragile.
Yeah.
Except for his brother. Fucking brother's 8 years old. There's no God. We have to make God. It's pretty fucking heavy for an 8-year-old, or however
heavy.
old they were.
Yeah.
I don't know. So there's not
God
a
was
lot.
never there.
There's like, as far as Serac goes, we find out that, he survived the explosion of Paris when it mushroom clouded. Him and his brother created Solomon, which was version 1 of Roboham, Baba Booey. And, they came across Liam Dempsey Sr. And he said, hey, this is bullshit. Until it made him a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And then he liked it a lot.
Yeah, he got greedy. And more.
Mm-hmm.
One more. And then he got more. And then he decided to see what was going on with some of the stuff. And then he learned too much.
He flew too close to the sun,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep. And then his plane crashed because he flew too close to the sun.
Yep. And then I guess son got killed this episode too. So it's Two Dead, Two Dempsey is
Yep.
the name of this episode.
No more Dempseys. Also, they built Solomon first, I believe,
Mhm.
and that was kind of predicting the past more than the future at first. Which I that's at least what I got from it, and that makes sense to me, just because if you give it all this data, but not, I don't know, it almost seemed like they gave it data, but not the data of the actual past.
Mhm.
They wanted it to predict the past and then compare that to the real past.
Yeah, you-
Right.
And then if that was accurate, you could probably predict the
Predict the
future
fu-
accurately.
yeah.
At least
That's
that's what
exactly-
I was thinking that they're
They needed to
saying.
Yeah.
to test for fidelity.
Yeah, basically. Right. Brilliant. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they got some guy to invest, and just like, hey, what two French guys? We got ideas. Huh? Hey, you want to invest? We want to make big metal ball sack.
We're here to have sex with your country.
We had to have sex with your minds.
Thing that I'm
Do
not.
come in? Yes.
Yes,
I like
please.
that.
Help yourself.
Ooh.
Debt of honor to General Lafayette. The thing that I'm confused about is, how do you actually read a RoboHam watch?
I don't know. I guess the blacker the circle gets, the
He keeps
wider
looking at it. It's like, oh, I'm looking at that thing. It's like, it doesn't look like anything to me.
You're right. Yeah. I guess if that little the black circle expands, then that's more divergences from what the prediction is.
Mm-hmm.
But they predicted that this would all fall too, right? Wasn't that a prediction also?
I
Yeah,
don't know if
that's-
Roboham predicted it or if just Serac was telling his brother that, this was a fragile thing that would probably fall if Serac wasn't constantly intervening.
Yeah, that seems to be what it is. Like, it's like Rehoboam keeps predicting that stuff's going to collapse, so then Serac steps in. But it's, I mean, obviously collapse is inevitable because Serac's not going to be around forever unless he becomes a host.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks, guys.
Sure.
Okay.
What's
so
a yottabyte, Tim? Have you ever heard of a yottabyte?
a yottabyte? I mean, it's got to be bigger than a terabyte. Yotta.
How much bigger?
Yada yada.
I mean,
How big is it?
it's a yacht bigger.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
So during the genre scenes, we get the nice mid automobile battle where it switches to romance mode, and there's like this little thing between Caleb and Delores.
Is it a little thing?
You think it's a big thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Caleb's probably like, Yeah, you in love with this dick?
So, my question is, do all the Doloreses like Caleb? Is that going to be the big battle? Is that the remaining Doloreses are going to fight over Caleb?
They're going to become Mormon. They're all going to marry Caleb.
Oh.
Oh, many wives.
Sister wives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're poly and bi.
Poly and Robi.
Whoa. Robotic.
Robiham.
This whole genre thing,
It's not
I
doing it
really
for
didn't
Mike.
like this episode, at all. Yeah, this season is going downhill for me. But this, especially, like the genre drug was just pointless. Like it almost seemed like, this is a good way to sell a soundtrack.
It's
Like-
well, I mean, at least the soundtracks are always good. But it seemed like let's do something artsy.
Yeah,
Kind of like that.
But it doesn't add any to the story. If you want to do something artsy and add to the story, like I've heard a lot of people kind of comparing it to when we did Watchmen, when we were watching
I was just thinking that,
episode. Yeah. So
Hooded
that
Justice
added to the
episode.
story, that nostalgia one.
Mm-hmm.
It was artsy, but it added to the story. So, but this adds nothing. There's no fucking reason at all for it.
Yeah.
It didn't
'cause-
make Caleb nothing. There's nothing. No reason.
No, they just needed a reason to give Aaron Paul drugs. I mean,
Yeah.
that's-
He probably fucking read the script for this episode. Was like, God damn it! I'm just gonna have to look like I'm on meth the whole time again. Great. I'm just gonna be the drug guy the rest of my fucking career.
typecast.
Great.
It's absolutely typecast.
nobody ever says I want to play a junkie all the time when I grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, drugs are
He's
kind of like referenced a lot in this show, right? So do you think that may be the whole point? Like, what's the experience like? And then they might have something to do with it later? Or do you think this was just a one-off, like, we want to do something cool?
I think
more
it's
different.
interesting to like figure out what the narcotics of this world is. So it's cool from that respect. I don't know if you needed a whole episode of it, but seems to last a while too.
It seems a little silly. I think they probably had like a good idea, but they didn't pull it off. You know.
For you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm only talking about myself anyway. Like, I know I'm always going to sound like I'm talking like this is fact for everybody.
Yeah, Mike, you're on a show on the internet, which means everything you say applies to everybody. And anybody
Damn
that doesn't
right.
agree is wrong.
Of course. You guys are all wrong.
I know.
Always.
I should do this podcast by myself because, I mean, my opinion is the only one that matters.
Yeah. Now you understand the internet.
Wow.
Yes. Okay, I got a question. Why is Liam wearing that basic shirt? That was really distracting. This is like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Is it
I don't
just
know.
supposed to be ironic that he wears it as a joke or something underneath his suit, like that's his T-shirt he was wearing, and then like, oh look, I wear a basic shirt.
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
know why they gave him that shirt to wear. So that's really weird. Like, was it underneath his tux? Whatever.
He's wearing like a jacket and then like he's got basic. Because, he's a basic bitch.
Okay.
He's a
Yeah, I
basic
don't
rich
know.
bitch. My question for you, Mike, since your opinion is the only one that matters.
Thanks.
No, you can answer this question too. What was it about the difference in bullets that made Delores near death at the end of episode 1 and completely unaffected at the end of this episode? Why the fuck is
You
she
got
not
me.
bleeding out at all?
Right.
You got me. Those are my notes.
I thought the
'cause,
same
yeah.
thing, too.
Also, she wasn't bleeding, so she took all those bullets.
Yeah.
But she wasn't
Yeah, she
bleeding.
did.
Yeah. No blood.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she just like, I don't need this blood. This is stupid. I'm just gonna drain it all out.
Well,
and now she's just bloodless, and it doesn't matter.
I've I'm starting to come to the conclusion, especially with this episode, that she knows way more about Caleb, and the entire her bleeding out at the beginning was just to get to Caleb. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I absolutely think that. Also because, like, she saved Caleb right there, like, from those bullets. Like, so he has to be important more than just being like a human that's helping her. Does she really need this random human to help her? It'd also be nice to fucking know who Caleb is. Like, this stupid mystery of who he is going to be probably a huge letdown. Just because, well, you know, we're 6 episodes in, or 5, and still don't know shit about him.
well, at least we didn't know shit about him, but up until now, that didn't really matter either. It's like, okay, he's got some PTSD and blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, now he's not who you think he is. Surprise.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he killed Francis. I mean, big deal.
Yep, you did it. Liam tells him, you did it. And you're the worst of them. Why is Caleb the worst of them?
And who's them?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean, those people?
People in the military?
I guess. If he was.
I was thinking that maybe he's one of the people that were like diverging from like what the norm was. Like he was in that cell, and then maybe they like brainwashed him.
They don't necessarily let people out, though, do they?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, do they?
So I think the thing is that they rehabilitate a lot of the military people, maybe before, or I'm assuming after. And they probably changed a lot of his memories. Like, obviously, we know now that he doesn't have all the correct memories. That can also go back to show that, who knows, his mom might not actually be his mom. They could have implanted that memory, or they changed his memory enough to where he isn't actually the same person mentally. That's why she says, either way, you know, it shows that his memory is not correct.
Yeah, I think for sure that's what we're going to end up finding out.
She's like, you're not my son. I adopted you.
Oh.
I don't know. I still don't.
I wish I got the other little baby.
Wrong kid died.
You ruined my life. I don't know. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Guys, why is that cab bulletproof?
So everything is bulletproof in the future because guns be ablazing all day long.
Especially when they're controlled by Robo.
Yeah.
You just never know.
You
I
never
mean, why
know.
not just make it,
Yeah,
you know,
super
bulletproof.
safe. Super safe.
Is it weird that the biggest emotional attachment I've had to anything in this season so far was the scooter that self-destructed?
It's Delores' horse.
Dolores' horse. And George.
Yeah, and a
like-
steel horse I ride. I'm Delores.
Yeah.
Dolores.
I
I'm
felt the
dead
same-
and alive.
This is where you kill yourself.
I felt the same thing though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I felt
It's not just me.
like, I mean, and it's a weird emotional attachment to this inanimate object, you know, but,
And George.
and George too, because George wasn't innocent, you know?
They're always the ones that suffer in this show that doesn't have any good people and bad people. Or everybody's bad people.
Yep.
Because there's team humans and there's
Sure.
team hosts, and I don't I'm interested in seeing what happens, but I don't necessarily care what happens because everybody's like, okay, so Delores is either completely full of shit and she doesn't want to help people at all and break them from their loops like the hosts had loops, because she wants the world for herself, because that's what she said she was going to do in like fucking season 2. And she's going to go to their world, fuck everything up, kill everybody, blah, 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 make it her own. And then now it's like, oh, I'm fucking freeing slaves to the system.
She makes an Abraham Lincoln sleeve.
Welcome to the end of the beginning.
That's the big reveal. She's just trying to recreate Abraham Lincoln. That's who Caleb is.
Yeah. God.
7 pearls ago, I had a dream of electric sheep.
I have another question.
Yes.
So after they get out of that cab, they just stand in front of it and they're just shooting at the guys. Like, why the fuck wouldn't they take cover? Just,
Well, obviously,
we'll
one
just
of them.
stand in front of it. They
One-
they eventually kind of take cover. Like, I still don't understand why they want it in the first place.
Well, one,
So, okay.
Delores apparently doesn't need to. 2, Caleb's high as fuck. He's listening to Ride of the
So-
Valkyries.
Still doesn't make sense because she'd want to protect Caleb, so she'd want him to, hey, let's get the fuck around the back of this bulletproof vehicle. Delores can still, okay, maybe her body can take a bunch of shots, but her face can't, all right?
You don't know that.
Sure I do. Like, if she gets shot in her brain ball and her brain ball, let's say, gets disconnected from the rest of whatever electronic components, well, and, you know, her brain ball might still be able to be placed in another little sleeve of Delores, but, you know, the body's inactive. The sleeve is no longer active.
I feel she hasn't figured out how to reinforce her brain ball at this point after being shot in the head.
Her face can just be mangled and it's just a brain ball, like with a little stem down to her spine.
That's not where she doesn't keep her ball in her head anymore. It's like in her foot.
Oh, it's a good spot. You don't get shot in the foot a lot.
Not often, unless you're in Die Hard.
Yeah. She keeps it in her brain ball and her balls.
Yeah.
How do you know she doesn't have balls? Maybe she changed her body. Maybe she's like, you know, I'm identifying now with the male figure, but I want like the woman. I want the woman body, but I still want the balls.
I mean, why wouldn't you just print both at that point?
Like half and half?
Yeah.
Like hot dog or hamburger style?
Trying to figure out like what that means.
Like vertically half and half?
Oh,
Horizontally half and half?
yeah. I mean, I think dick, and underneath the dick where the balls would be is vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She keeps over butt. That's
I think
what-
I think that's how all the hosts are. Because we only ever see their butt cracks.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Okay.
But we've seen dicks, but we don't know if they have balls.
We've seen balls.
You've seen balls.
Oh, yeah.
They leave them right there on the table.
Rehoboam's balls.
Digital ball sack. Yeah. So like we got really sidetracked from me going, what the fuck does Delores care about humans being on loops for? But
I hope we get this next episode. I hope we get the mystery of who Caleb is. Like, man, I thought we were going to get it right at the end of this episode. I'm like, and this episode's going to totally redeem itself.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I'm
going to
to
happen.
at least find something out. Oh
I
my
think
God. Fucking damn it.
It looks like next episode is going to be a lot about Maeve.
oh, I forgot about Maeve.
Yep.
So I don't really see episode.
I don't think it needs to be Caleb centric. I think if we just do like the Maeve thing, and then they're probably flying to, one of those, people farms or whatever they are, people storage, where they'll find this was your cell, Caleb. That'll be that. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they wrap that up in one episode, because after that you only have 2 for shit to really hit the fan.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're pretty good at not cliffhangering an entire season so far. Like,
Yeah.
each season's pretty much self-contained but left open for more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think it's going to be left open for more, but there's not going to be a season 4.
or it's going to be an all-musical season 4.
If everybody's singing, cool. I'd probably get a whole lot more information because the musicals get a lot of information from like the songs themselves. You know, they're basically like montages. So, I'd get lots of information
Rocky had a
in a
montage.
short period of time. Yeah. Kind of was.
was.
That was the best part of the episodes, was the Serac stuff and the backstory. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, give me more. Give me more information.
But then he's talking to Rehoboam, but then Delores, he's actually talking to Delores at the end. Like,
I think that was just like a way to kind of show Delores finding out about Serac.
oh, I see.
You know, like I think that'd be hard to present on screen. I think that was kind of the way they were able to present it. They presented it that way, like he was giving this voiceover, you know, or Delores can kind of read it as a voiceover in a sense, you know.
And then, you know, Caleb has some, hey, maybe we shouldn't have, like, fucked everybody up, and told him, like, what's going on? She's like, you wanted to know. He's like, I'm not like other people. He's like, neither am I. And he's like,
No offense, but what the fuck does that mean?
after he took 6 bullets.
Yeah. Hey, are we going to talk about that, Delores? I mean, geez, I've been waiting long enough. Can we just, what the hell's going on?
Can we talk about how I've been around you for 2 days and you haven't eaten anything yet? And as far as I know, you haven't taken a shit? And all I've had is a strawberry shake?
Yep. Is that strawberry shake story real? Is that one of the implanted memories?
It must not be.
Does Delores know about both sides? Like the real memories and the fake memories of Caleb? Or does she only know the fake ones? Like, did Delores get duped about who Caleb is? Because she doesn't know about the real memories? She only knows about the fake ones?
I know, it seems like she kind of, like, knows something. Based upon her reaction to Dempsey.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. It seemed like she does know and is basically playing Caleb for a fool, or I don't fucking know.
She's playing everybody for a fool.
Yeah.
She's playing herself for a fool. Gets herself Connells killed.
I think they are definitely setting up the other Doloreses to rebel against Prime Delores, especially because what Collins? No, it's Connells. So Connells was saying to Bernard, and their conversation, and Bernard's like, "Oh, you know, if you experience somebody else's world," or because Connells was talking about Bernard being like in 2 different personalities or bodies, or I don't remember the exact words.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bernard was telling him, "Oh, I bet you kind of feel that way, you know, living somebody else's life." You know?
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to find out what, because like it's still not clear exactly why she's keeping him alive, but I get what you're saying. Like maybe that particular Delores like may have like had like a mind flip, like just thinking about something a different way because of the way Bernard presented it. But I don't know that they're connected at that level. And with Connells basically blowing up the building, like that's, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they're
well, I think
gone.
I don't think Connell's reached that point yet, but I think Delores has reached that point.
Yeah, we've got a Hale and
Are you there?
Musashi.
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
All right, you guys keep breaking up. All right, let me start. So I don't think Connell's actually reached that point, but Delores, I think, has reached that point. I'm also wondering, I think Delores is going to be the one that betrays Prime Delores.
Sure.
I thought about this tonight. I was wondering, so we saw Delores watch 2 different videos that were completely different.
Yeah.
Would one be like, would Prime Delores be playing Delores? And what
Maybe.
I mean by that is like that the first video was like a video that basically Prime Delores made, but then Delores found the real video and was like, "Oh, Prime Delores is fucking, you know, playing me."
Doesn't seem. I mean, maybe, but
I don't know. I just
I still
didn't think about
that-
it too deeply.
Yeah, I still think the differences between the two videos is just an oversight and editing. I think it's just supposed to be the same video.
No way, man. Dude, that's completely different. Like, the whole video is completely different. I don't think that's an editing thing at all.
Okay. We'll find out.
There's
Unless
no
we
way.
don't.
Yeah, or we don't. I wouldn't doubt it if we don't find out.
I thought the plan for Bernard was pretty clear about why he's still around. And I think it's
Fuck you, Bernard.
that's the extent of the plan.
Oh,
Yep.
then yes, of course. It's clear. It's absolutely.
And it's clear that Stubbs comes out of nowhere. Oh! Right
One-armed
at the exact
Stubbs.
right time.
I mean, that's a television show. That's what's supposed to happen.
Good old one-armed Stubbs, just there for the rescue. Anytime Bernard needs it.
That's his prime directive.
Yep.
When he popped out of that elevator, right?
Forget about me.
Hated it. Hated it.
How'd you feel about the episode, Sarah?
I didn't hate it. I don't know how much it could have been condensed, honestly, because there wasn't a lot of information that was given this.
Except for
more-
Sirach.
I feel like it was just an artistic voice for the entire episode, as opposed.
Yeah. And considering there's only 8 episodes in the thing, it's...
And see, it's exactly what I was thinking during every fucking slow-mo and music change with Caleb. I'm like, oh, there's so much screen time being wasted just for this. Like, damn it. A little more information.
A little more action, please.
See, I don't care about the action that much because I don't think they do that good of a job. Uh-oh.
He's really amused with himself for making that joke. And we both just like, whatever.
It whooshed right over my
That's all
head.
right.
So
Oh.
It's not important. That's the way most of my jokes go. I don't even need to be here.
you're out of here.
Yeah, see?
See ya.
You
All
guys,
right.
Get up and
you guys
Well,
finish.
You guys finish it.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to the Westworld podcast.
Oh. We are wrapping it up. Actually, yeah, I think we... No, go ahead.
So Delores gave everybody their data, showed them on their phones, and there's a line with Connell's that's like, I thought was stupid. He's like, oh, any information given at the right time is more dangerous than any weapon. I'm like, no. I don't know. Some nuclear bombs, might be a little more dangerous, but all right, sure.
No, I mean,
Information. I get what he's saying.
if you want to be pedantic about it, sure.
That's yeah, right. Yeah, I know. I get it. Hey, okay.
You're gonna get
So
it.
yeah, Delores gives everybody their information, but I'm sure some of those people got great information about their data, and like, you're gonna have a great life. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
But they make it out
apparently
like,
everybody's life sucks.
everybody is having a bad life.
There's there's no hope. You're just a rat in a bucket. And that's my favorite country song, by the way.
A rat in a bucket, yeah. I can't get out. I got some false hope.
Yeah. That's exactly. Mike's heard this
Twang,
song.
twang, 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 twang,
I
twang.
feel like he had help
Balls on my
writing it.
truck.
Balls on my Tesla truck. Uncomfortable to ride in. Way too many angles in the future. I think everything would be more round in the future, but nope. Sharp angles all the time. Okay, well, I don't even remember what the next episode was. I remember there's some Maeve stuff. But
Just a lot of Maeve stuff going, and I don't know if they were just like revisiting
War World.
Yeah, War World, or what, or she's just like remembering things that I don't know. We'll find out.
She's looping again.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of Maeve centric, it seems.
And there's a weird scene that they showed where Maeve was talking to Delores, and Delores is like naked, almost like, they're back at at
Westworld
Mesa or whatever.
Right. Yep.
So is Maeve still in? She not actually in the real world? I don't.
Well, I think you definitely established that you didn't think she was. So.
Okay, well so when Sirach's assistant comes to him, he points out all the divergences that we've basically seen throughout this season, the different places. And they talk about the Yakuza. So I'm guessing Maeve is in the real world. I don't know if this is a flashback that Delores already talked to Maeve before that Yakuza thing happened. Or if Maeve just did all that in the simulation and that didn't happen. I don't fucking know.
Nobody fucking knows.
Hands up, I'm out.
We might find out.
Yeah.
Or not.
You can have that hope. Hold on to hope.
All right. Until next week, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Daffron.
And have you ever heard a podcast so filled with rats and buckets? Until next week.
Much splendor.
Rats and buckets. Sometimes they drown right away. Sometimes they get hope when the water's real high. With all their false hope, but they die anyway. We're all gonna die, no matter our water level of life. So just give up hope now. And this is where you kill yourself.
Welcome to the end of the game.